to my channel. So for today's video, I'm gonna be giving you guys a small story time of my near-death experience. I know many people always ask, like, have you ever had like a near-death experience? And I've always said no, until like some time back I remembered this incident that happened, and I was like, damn, like I almost died, like for real, I almost died. So basically this all started when I was in grade 6. So basically in Uganda, once you read I was doing the Cambridge system, so once you reach grade 6 you go straight to grade 7, and that's high school. So when I was in grade 6, what our school would do was, once you reach grade 6 you finish your exams and all that, so you're gonna go turn up at the beach, you're gonna party, they have like everything set for you. It was something like, have when you're like in all these lower grades, 4, 5, 6, you would look up to these guys and be like, damn, I can't wait, on that day we're gonna do this. Mind you, me and my friends and I had saved up for this trip. We were ready to go for this trip. We had saved up a huge amount of money. I don't even remember how much, but it was huge to us because we never had that much before. So we were ready to go. My mom had packed for me. You know how it is, like in primary school, your mom packs for you. You feel so excited. You don't even sleep the night before, like you're excited to go. So when we reach school, I'm just there waiting. We're there waiting in our classrooms, waiting for the buses to come. So the buses come, we get into a queue, because we get into a queue and we're ready to go. So like while I'm in the queue, I realized that I keep on looking at this girl's head, like the top of her head, but then intentionally I wanted to look at her backpack, but I just kept on looking at her, like the top of her head, and I was like, what's going on? Like, but I didn't really let that faze me. I was just like, you know what, I've been waiting for this, I'm happy, I'm excited, let's go. And then I felt like peeing. Side number 2, I felt like, I know this sounds so crazy, but like it's gonna make sense later on. So I felt like peeing, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna go to the washroom right now, because if I go to the washroom right now, the bus is gonna leave me. And then I started to realize, I started to look up uncontrollably. I could not control my neck. I started to look up, and I was like, what's going on? But like I was like so excited. I was like, who cares? I've been waiting for this trip all my life. So we reach the buses, and now my neck has lost control. I can't control nothing. So my head literally flips back like that. And I'm like, I didn't want to overreact. As a kid, like I didn't really care. I was just waiting for us to go. So we get onto the bus, and like I'm sitting next to 2 of my friends, and they're talking, but for me, when you're sick, like you're so focused on what's going on with you, you don't even you can't even hear anything that they're saying. So my neck kept on drifting up, and I could not control it. So I'm like, damn, you know what? I normally sleep and things just go away. So like I turn to my friend and I tell her, could I sleep on your lap? And she's like, alright, cool, sleep on my lap. So I'm like trying to sleep, and now my eyes, leave alone my neck. Sorry, those are my roommates. Those are my neighbors. So leave alone my neck, now losing control. Now my eye sockets are losing control, and I can't control them anymore. And now I'm looking up, like I'm like, what's going on? And I had to literally close my eyes because I couldn't sleep. I had to close my eyes. So we're ready to take off. Everyone was settled in the bus, ready to take off, and they told us, okay, everyone get out. The principal wants to give you like a few words. He wants to like talk to you. So he was just trying to talk. Back in school, like the principal would always talk to you and be like, you're going out there representing our school, don't do anything crazy, don't do anything we wouldn't do. So like, alright, cool, we get off the bus, and now everything is out of control. I can't control my neck, I can't control my eyes, and now like I'm looking up, and also like I've lost control over my neck like completely. But now like my eyes, I can fight it and try to like bring it back down. So I now that we're off the bus, I look to my friend and I tell her, there's something wrong with me. Like, I can't look down. I can't look down. And no, actually, I didn't say it like that. I wasn't really bothered by it. I was just like, I can't look down. And she's like, Sonia, stop playing games. Because, like, most of my friends always think that I'm joking. So she keeps on drifting my head forward. And I'm like, I'm serious. I can't. I'm laughing. I'm laughing at her, but like I'm serious, girl. I can't put my head up. She's like, Sonia, stop playing. And then she turns around and looks at me and she's like, damn, she's actually serious. So she calls one of the teachers, and like this guy just grabs me and rushes me to the sick bay. And I'm just there like, these people are overreacting. And when I told you, everyone around me was so worried. They were like, what's going on? Like, what's wrong with her? Mind you, I never have sickness spells or anything like that. It's rare. Like, it's rare for me to like really fall sick like that. And like, they were all worried, and I was just there like, you guys are just, like, to me, I was just like, nothing is gonna happen, you all should just relax. So I'm just sleeping there on the bed, and now I've lost complete control. My neck is going up, my eye sockets are now looking up completely, like I can't control them. And now like my mouth was, I don't know, I was like okay, never mind. But like, okay, have you ever seen someone in the movies where like they have a stroke, and like the way their mouth is now, my mouth was starting to do that like kind of thing. I don't remember, it's been years, but like it was weird. It was like I was literally falling into a stroke. Like, my face had started to paralyze itself. My neck was complete. I could not control my neck. Like, that was the first time that I realized that your neck is actually really important. So they rushed me to the hospital, and like I'm hearing this woman I'm hearing like one of like the guys, I mean the ladies, talk to my parents, and she's like, Sonia, something happened to Sonia. We don't know what's going on. Like, she's just, we can't explain. Like, something's just going on. Like, we don't know. Like, they were freaking out for me. I was just there like just I was not stressed out. That's for sure. Like, death was the last thing for my head. Like, me staying like that was the last thing for my head. Like, I was just there, just sitting. In my head, I was just like, damn, I'm actually gonna, I was hoping that the nurse would, like, at that age, I was just hoping that the nurse would give me some kind of medicine so I can go back to, like, the bus and, like, But then, next thing I knew, they were taking me to the hospital, so I'm like, damn. And I think the school had contact with the hospital, so as soon as I reached, they put me onto a chair, that thing that they push, I've forgotten the name, and they gave me like something for my neck. As soon as I reached, then they took my blood. They were doing the most. Then my parents reached. Of course, they were so scared. Everyone was scared minus myself. Like, I was just there. I was just looking at everyone like, and my dad just held me, and like they were taking my blood. And next thing I knew, I was like in a private room with like family surrounding me. Like, everyone was so scared. My mom was so scared. My dad was so scared. They thought I was gonna die. But for me, that was the last thing for my head. Dying, staying like that, staying paralyzed was the last thing for my head. Though it's something that's crazy, and I had forgotten about it until like some time back at night. It just randomly, like, the memory just randomly showed up. Like, okay, I just remembered it out of nowhere, and like that just made me realize, damn, like God works when we just don't know. Like, for me, I was just entitled in that moment. I was like, there is no way that I'm gonna stay like this. There is no way that I'm gonna die. So it turns out, and fast forward, I had fallen sick before that. I had malaria, and I was throwing up. So the workers at home, the people that used to help out at home, took me to a clinic, a close by clinic. And this guy prescribed stuff for me, and this one medicine that he gave me, that, if I remember well, it was supposed to help me with the vomiting, because I kept on like throwing up everything that I ate. It was really bad. Apparently, he gave me an overdose. The man almost killed me. He almost killed me. And yeah, I don't really remember much, but I do know that it was an overdose, so they had to like drain all that out of my blood, so that I had to pee a lot. And I was fine. I was able to go home. My parents were freaking out. My little sister was just there, being like, she was really young, so she was like, "Mom told me you were sick." As soon as like they picked her up from school, she was like, "Mom told me you were sick." Like, for us, we're just little kids. We didn't really know what was going on, but like the adults were really scared. So that is my near death experience. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Tell me down below in the comments down below if you've had near death experience. I honestly didn't think I had one till today. And yeah, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you follow me on my Instagram.